Hello travellers out there, today in this video I'm just going to be telling you guys out there about what I got to on my Monday. Hope you've all had a great week so far. Today I got ready for the day ahead and I had such a great night's sleep. I had a nice lie-in, got up and I got changed and went downstairs and had some cereal and a bit of fruit as I'm trying to be more healthier. I've lost 2 stone and I'm all about body positivity, and I've just been doing lots of swimming and walking and stuff, and I'm feeling super good about myself. Today it is a disabled like, event, like talking about disabled equality, and I'm all about that. I think that people with disabilities like myself who has got dyspraxia, we should all be treated equally and with the same respect as anybody else. And so we're just trying to sort that out at the moment about like equal care for people with special needs and stuff, and about pay and stuff and how they should be treated equally and with more respect. I mean, we're not aliens, we're just like anybody else. And so I hate it when people say that, like trying to say because of my disability I can't do X, Y, and Z, which is not true. People with disabilities can do just as well as anybody else with doing things, and I've kind of knocked down that wall of stereotypical people, because there's been so many things that I've done that people have said, oh, you can't do that because of your disability. And I've done a lot of stuff, like when I was in reception they thought I wouldn't be able to do my GCSEs because of my disabilities. I ended up proving them wrong and I did like 4 or 5 GCSEs, and so it's things like that. And so I'm really proud when I see people with special needs, like one of my friends has got disabilities, he's going off to university and stuff, and quite a few people said that he couldn't because of disability, and he proved them wrong. One of my friends has learned to drive and they said because of disability he wouldn't be able to, and he's learned to drive now and is actually a very good driver. So it goes to show that people with special needs can do just as well and the same things as any other person. And I then worked on my book. It's going really well. Got lots of twists and turns and plot twists happening at the moment. And worked on some new songs. Played on my keyboard a bit and went and drew. I read some manga and anime and Marvel and DC comics and some Doctor Who and some superhero comics and some fashion comics like Vogue and Hello, and some gossip magazines, and read some suit magazines. And it's the hottest day of the year today, about 33 degrees. I hadn't noticed me melting away here, and I watched some vlogs and some vines, and watched some anime and manga stuff, and watched some episodes of Supernatural, Doctor Who, Merlin, Charmed, and Tortured, and some other sci-fi and fantasy films, and some sci-fi shows and some web series stuff, and some gay short films. And I watched some Dollhouse tour videos, Dodger tour stuff, and some Dollcraft videos, and looked at dolls and doll stuff off eBay, Amazon, Smith, and watched some doll collection videos. And I looked at some Pilot doll and some Rats and Mycene and Cindy and other doll line stuff. And for my lunch I had a sandwich and a cup of tea. My dad got up from being asleep, he got back from work and went off to bed, and then was sorting stuff out on the garden, and he's gone off back to work. My younger brother and sister were away, and my older sister is at her house. She'd been down to Cornwall with our family friends, her 2 mates, as her birthday treat, and gone down to the Eden Project. She's not back, and the next time I'll be seeing her will be Thursday, when me and my siblings and my cousin from Ireland are going off to see the Cuddles too, which I'm so excited for. And then next week I'm planning on going bowling or to cinema with my best mate, who I found out doesn't like Mamma Mia, so I'll be going to see Mamma Mia too with my older sister, hopefully all of my other friends. I'll just have to give her a bow and see who's up for it. And I then worked on some new songs, tidying my office up for my being working on the new chapter of my book, and some Crystal Joys for a Dodge Dash game, and doing some arts and craft and illustrating, and some word searches and puzzles and card and board games, and played on Subway Surfer, Mario Kart on the DS, and Minecraft, and played Ludo and Cheat and Soy, and some other cards and board games, and played on Stardew and Friv and some other games like stuff. And I had a cup of tea and did some colouring pages, and I found it very therapeutic, and did some puzzles and went to Sit Magazine, and what one are going to propose to each other this week, and I am so excited for that. And I just absolutely love Rob On, and can't wait for the second and official wedding to commence. And I watched some Glee episodes and some musical films like Phantom of the Opera, Bugsy Malone, and cats and watched Moana and the live action Cinderella and Beauty and the Beast and the cartoon with Mulan, and I just absolutely love Disney. And I watched Saved by the Bell, Full House, Fuller House, Birds of a Feather, and watched Will and Grace and Friends and Big Brother and How I Met Your Mother and some other comedy stuff, and watched Open Hours and Still Open Hours and some other stuff like that, and watched The Bill, CSI, Criminal Minds, and some other crime thriller police drama stuff, and watched Pride and Prejudice, the 1995 version with Colin Firth in, and absolutely loved that version of Pride and Prejudice, and watched Sense and Sensibility, and watched Downton Abbey, and can't wait the film to come out. Absolutely love Downton Abbey, and hopefully going to go to where they filmed Downton Abbey, the set and stuff, and like the house. So I'm looking forward to going there, and I've got lots of like British Trust places planned to visit with my siblings, as we're going to be having a stay vacation instead of going on a holiday, and we're going to go to Minehead, Weston, London and stuff like that. So I'm really looking forward to going to places like that and to Cassicum, so I could get some nature snaps and some fun little souvenirs of the place that I'm going to go. And I'm going to be sorting out my scrapbook soon, because it's about this thick of loads of stuff that I've got to stick in and stuff. So I'm going to sit down and do that once I've got some spare time to myself. And I watched today's Home and Neighbours and watched some old soap stuff like Skins, Watergate, Grange Hill, Degrassi, and some other stuff like that that's not on anymore. And watched Hobby, Cashew, Doctor, Shortland Street, and some other medical drama stuff. And I watched Young Bracker and some other classic CBC, Nickelodeon, Disney, and Cartoon Shoot and Boomerang shows. And watched the Gemini Holocaust animated series and some Scooby-Doo DVDs like Scooby-Doo and Cyber Chase, Scooby-Doo and the Richest Ghost, and Scooby-Doo and Zombie Island. Absolutely loved that episode and film. Scooby-Doo Zombie Island is actually the film that made my older sister actually hate zombies. And I watched some other Scooby-Doo episodes, and watched Scooby-Doo Ghoul School, and I watched some classic Doctor Who episodes and some stuff off record, people play and catch up that I needed to watch, and watched some episodes of Liv and Maddie, That's Raven, Lizzie McGuire, and some of classic Disney shows, and watched Proud Family, and I had the Proud Family YouTube stuck in my head ever since I've watched a few of those episodes, and can't wait for the live action Kim Possible movie to come out. I absolutely loved the cartoon Kim Possible series, and I watched the Kim Possible movie the other day with my older sister, and we were reminiscing about childhood. Used to love all the classic Disney shows coming up, and so I found a site where you can watch like classic Disney original movies and stuff. And I watched High School Musical 2 the other day, which I hadn't watched in ages, and I watched Two of a Kind and some other classic Mary-Kate and Ashley shows and films and stuff. And I then tidied up my dolls and dolls from I've been playing my dog as a show, did some dog talking, and I got the Barbie purple like family like van kind of thing that I got from a toy fair the other day out in the garden, and a few of the dolls, and like made a little picnic scene and got some nice Instagram photos of that, and I'm going to be uploading those. I've got a few nice selfies of my eyes look amazing, nice and blue, and one of the photos, not trying to brag or anything, and my photography skills have got pretty good, and so I was just doing some little selfies and stuff and little fashion shoots, just messing around as I do. Caught my best mate out as we're planning on going to the cinema or bowling soon, so that'll be good. And it's good that we're going to have a nice catch up soon, because I've been so busy with helping my older sister at work and my dad at work and stuff, and looking for a job and stuff, that we haven't really been able to hang out as much, and especially with him and his girlfriend now, like he spends a lot of time with his girlfriend, so it's pretty hard like trying to meet him and stuff. And of course my family friends over, and then my cousin and my auntie over, I've been seeing them and stuff, so it'll be good to have a nice catch up with him soon. And I watched the third Harry Potter film and the second Maze Runner film. Used to not like the second Maze Runner film as much as the first and the third one, but it's growing on me. And I watched one of the X-Men films, and one of the Lord of the Rings films, and The Hobbit, and some other sci-fi and fantasy films, as a lot of the sci-fi and fantasy films and shows that I watch help create my ideas for my books. And I was working on my book and some new songs and some exclusive stories for a Game, and just filming and editing of that. I then uploaded some photos onto my Instagram that I'd taken of my beat-up dolls that I sold out the other day, and of my dolls and dollhouse, and then looked at some awesome doll photography snaps that some of the people I follow on Instagram had posted, and they're so talented. And I watched some doll YouTubers videos that they put where they post like doll collection videos and doll tours and doll craft videos and tours of their doll houses, and they're doll lovers like me, and I chat to them quite a lot, and quite a few of them follow me on Instagram and Twitter as well, so it's good to stay in touch, and we'll like talk about the new dolls that we've brought or the new dolls that we're planning to get. Talking about dolls that I'm planning to get, the dolls that I ordered, I thought I ordered them on Amazon, but I ordered them on eBay instead, and they're coming all the way from China. They're the genuine thing. I made sure that I checked so that they didn't turn out and they weren't like plastic naff dolls that weren't the actual thing. So I'm just gonna have to grin and bear it, stay calm, and just wait and be patient, even though I haven't got a patient bone in my body, and they should soon arrive. I'm going to get my dad to follow it up and find out when they're actually going to come, because they're supposed to be coming this Monday, and it's now, well, the Monday just gone, and it's now nearly, it's now been like a week or so, and they haven't come yet. So I just have to find out when they're eventually going to arrive. So yeah, I'm now off to go watch some more Skins episodes, work on my book a bit more, do a bit more arts and craft and some colouring pages, and then start doing some more doll photography and sort of my main doll, and then play my Dodgers show. I hope you've all had a great week so far. All have a lovely rest of your week, and I shall see you soon with a new vlog coming very soon. Bye.